welcome to the Tantrum House game show. We're your hosts. I'm Will Meadows.
And I'm Joe Nadeau. And in this episode, we're going to be making predictions about the Spiel Awards. We're going to chat a little bit about Origins Game Fair. We're going to take a look at some brand new games coming into the hobby and announcing some of our winners, events, and games that you're going to be part of. We've got so much going on.
Let's get rolling. The nominees for the Spiel Jahres have been recently announced, and we're going to be talking about those titles in our segment today. The first games we want to talk about are those nominated for the Spiel Jahres for 2022. The first up is Cascadia from Flat Out Games, Scout from Oink Games, originally from One More Game, and then Top 10 from Cocktail Games are coming out this year. And we're going to be talking right now about our predictions for which one's going to win it.
Right now. Now, so originally when I saw the list, when it said top 10, I thought it was 10 from AEG.
Right.
And I was like, oh, yeah, perfect. And then I saw top 10, and I actually haven't played top 10.
Neither have I.
So I feel a little jaded. Like,
Right.
how did I miss?
There's usually at least one in each category that I've not even heard of. I have heard of all three of these. The only one that I've actually played, though, is Cascadia, which is fantastic. I feel like it is probably the winner. They've done a really good job of marketing it. I've seen it in lots of different places.
Yep.
If I had to put my money on one, Cascadia is getting the Spiel. We'll see.
Is that your prediction?
That is my prediction for this year.
Okay, no worries. Now, aside from those three nominations, the Spiel Jahres jury actually recommended 6 other games to play in that category.
There's so many good ones.
So I thought that was really cool just to recommend a few. So they recommended Seven Wonders Architects.
Really good, solid.
Which is, have I told you the story about
of your kid beating people?
Losing to my 4-year-old. He's undefeated in our house.
Undefeated, awesome.
It's too much.
Right.
Anyway, they recommended Echoes, the Dancer, I believe it's called. Mm-hmm. They recommended Magic Rabbit. They recommended My Gold Mine. They recommended So Clover, which is one of the games
That's
that
a fave. Yeah, I enjoy playing that at Game Night a lot.
And they recommended Trek 12
also
Himalaya.
Yeah.
Which is very good as well.
A lot of good games in all of those lineups. Which one do you think is getting it for the 3 official nominees?
The 3 official nominees, I think I've got to say Cascadia.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think that'll be the winner.
Nominations for the Kennerspiel are also in as well. The game Cryptid from Osprey Games. Now, I feel like we've had that for a while. Maybe that was like an early release that we got a hold of.
Yeah.
It's been out for a little while. Dune Imperium last year was super hot. And then Living Forest from Ludonaut Games is also in the top 3. Those are the 3 nominees for the Kennerspiel.
So I haven't had a chance to play Living Forest. I've seen it. I've seen it even on a table. I think. I think we ran into that game a good amount when we were in Germany at the Essen Spiel Awards. I haven't had a chance to play it, but if I had to pick one, I'm going Dune Imperium.
That's where I'm leaning as well. Really beautiful art, really good integration of mechanics and theme into that game. It is a deck builder with a lot of other stuff going on. I would give the vote to Dune in that one as well.
Yeah. Now, they recommended 3 games, 3 other titles for the kind of Kinderspiel level, and that is Ark Nova, Korra, Rise of an Empire, and Witchstone.
I've seen Witchstone. I have played Ark Nova. Ark Nova is really good.
Ark Nova is getting a lot of hype right now.
It is. It's like a 3-hour game. There's a lot of choices in it. A lot
3
of
hours, and then you're going to end the game with like 6 points, right?
Exactly.
How crazy
Very
is that?
low score. I think I scored 15, which I was pretty pumped about.
Okay.
It's a game where you score like 2 different tracks, and the difference between the 2 is your final score, which is pretty neat. It's also kind of got that like wingspan thing going on, where every card has information about animals and terrain and different things like that. So a lot of cool things to be able to learn in that one.
Those do make it fun. So again, I think we're going with Dune Imperium for our official guess, guess there. Now, there are also some titles nominated for the Kinderspiel Jahres 2022.
That's the kid game of the year.
Yep, and that is Auschon Clever.
Right, I think so it's in that same roll right line, but the kid version.
That's right. We've got one that is, I think is it Quacks of Quedlin? No, you have to forgive me because when they made the list, they listed it in German.
Right.
Which made,
Yeah, I think there is an English version of it.
Okay.
And it's
Quacks?
It's the kids version. It's the kids version
of the Quacks of
Quedlinburg.
Okay, gotcha.
So this one's called Quacks & Co. I haven't played that one yet either. I'll save my prediction for 10 more seconds.
Okay, no worries. And the third one is called Magic Mountain. Now, of course, in German, when they listed it, it's called Zorenberg or something like that. But it's called Magic Mountain, and that is the third game that they nominated for the
Amigo.
Yeah, from the for the Kennerspiel.
Yeah, so those look like a lot of fun. I haven't actually played any of them. Quacks is a fantastic game.
Yeah.
If the kids game is a lighter version that contains all that good stuff in there, that's probably where my guess would be at.
Okay.
But again, I haven't actually tried any of them, so I don't know. I'm guessing in the dark on the Kinderspiel, but Quacks is a great game.
All right, Quacks it is. It looks like the winners of the Spiel and Kinderspiel are going to be announced in Berlin, Germany on July 16th, 2022 this year.
So we'll probably put an episode out at that time to announce those winners, see how well we did on the lineup. Speaking of awards, though, we don't often toot our own horns here at Tantrum House, but we did get nominated and won a pretty cool award recently. We were just honored to receive the City of Greer Gaming Group of the Year Award. Yeah! That's pretty exciting. It recognizes our contributions to the community through hosting local and virtual gaming events here in Greer. So big thank you to everybody who nominated us and voted for us here in South Carolina. Really, really fantastic. Really honored.
Yeah, and if you're ever in the area on the last Monday of each month, we'd love to have you join us for our community game night. It is an awesome time. I think, man, we're doing 20, 30, 40 people sometimes. Just
45, 50 once in a while. Yeah,
just depending on the week and things like that. So if you're in town, reach out. We'd love to play games with you. Our next segment of the day is talking about hot new games that are just announced. Now, some of these games are going to be available for pre-order, and some of them have just been announced. I think Will's going to kick us off.
Here we go. Horrible Guild just announced Evergreen, a tree-growing abstract strategy game for 1 to 4 players, where you'll be building a lush ecosystem. The game was designed by Hjalmar Hjalk. He's the designer of the award-winning games such as like Railroad Inc., The King's Dilemma, and Photosynthesis. In Evergreen, your goal is to make your planet the greenest and most fertile of all. To do so, you'll plant sprouts, grow them into trees, and place other natural resources such as bushes and lakes, and win the game.
Hidden Leaders is a quick tableau building game, card game. It's got deduction elements for 2 to 6 players. It's actually going to launch a Kickstarter, but at the same time, they're going to do a GoFundMe that actually is launching very, very soon. What we actually want to chat about for just a second is the GoFundMe, because the GoFundMe is actually raising money to bring this game, Hidden Leaders, to Ukrainian refugees that are displaced due to the war. So please check that out when it launches. That would mean a lot to us.
And you can learn a little bit more about that if you want to go back and watch our Saturday morning board game show from this most recent week. We ran through that game as well and checked it out. But yeah, really cool stuff going on there. Check out Hidden Leaders. The next game we want to tell you about is Viticulture World. It's the new cooperative expansion to Stone Meyer's staple game Viticulture. It's available for pre-order right now on their website. This game brings a whole new take to the normally competitive winemaking adventure, where you'll need to work together in this game with your other winemakers to accomplish the tasks and master each campaign.
Yeah. Twilight Inscription is an epic roll and write game for 1 to 8 players. It offers an experience unlike anything that Fantasy Flight Games has actually done before. It's got a limited pool of resources at your disposal. You'll need to carefully manage navigation, expansion, industry, and warfare as you amass victory points and earn your right to throne Makatol Rex.
Whoa. Now, it might not be Christmas yet, but you can prepare for it with Dr. Seuss's Merry Grinchmas. In this game, you'll work together to collect presents to make the Who's holiday dreams come true before the Grinch steals them away.
Now, in Rear Window, one player takes on the role of Alfred Hitchcock, the master of suspense, and communicates via building window clues and signs that other players without ever uttering a word. So you're ideally giving them enough to go on that they can figure out who the murderer is or whether the murder even took place. Alfred Hitchcock's Rear Window game is available for pre-order right now.
I love that it's based on the movie and you get to play the movie. Pretty cool stuff. Now we're going to bring to you a list of games that are on shelves now at your friendly local game store.
Yeah, so first up is Decorum. Decorum is a cooperative hidden information game where you and your partner share the same objective. You need to decorate your home in a way that makes you both happy. The problem is, different things make you each happy, and nobody says exactly what they need. And so it's, can you find a compromise, or is it just time to move out?
It's a fun one. Next up, you should check out Ouch from Devere Games. Ouch is a game for the whole family. In the game, players will take turns choosing cactus cards that are face down on the table, trying to collect the prettiest flowers because they want to bring them into their collection. We actually just recently featured this on our Saturday morning board game show as well. So if you want to see Jonah pick up a bunch of thorns,
that is true. I don't think I got one card on our Saturday. No, I didn't get one. Anyway, we've got Batman Everybody Lies, and this is a crime-solving deduction game for 2 to 4 players set in the rich lore of the Batman comics universe. Players take on the roles of 4 key investigators, and throughout the game, players cooperatively make decisions, running the investigation and trying to solve a series of challenging cases.
Another game on shelves now is Stardew Valley. It's a cooperative board game of farming and friendship. It's based on the Stardew Valley video game by Eric Baroon. You'll be working together in this game with your fellow farmers to save the valley from the nefarious Jojo Mart corporations.
And last on our list for today, but surely not least, is our Disney Sorcerer's Arena. So if you have not seen our epic winner-take-all single elimination tournament that we're hosting and playing right now, you've got to check it out. I think our most recent video was Chantel versus Katie,
yep.
And Melissa versus myself is the upcoming matchup, our next head-to-head. And this game is from the Op, and it is available for purchase right now.
Yeah, you can find those videos on our channel, and we'll see who makes it to the final round, tournament style, as we play through Epic Alliances.
That's right. Other than that, our last news episode, or today's show, or whatever we're calling it now, right. We actually had a link for them, the viewers, you guys, to play a Kahoot.
Yeah.
And we were promised a giveaway based on who had the top score. So I think we've got a winner.
We do. If you played that Kahoot game, you can check in and see what the final scores were. But our winner overall was Hype Boys.
Hype Boys.
Congratulations. They pulled off a super fast, super high score, got all the questions right. And so we're going to be sending them, we need to get in touch with them, we need their address. We're going to be sending them a game mat. Our sponsor for this show is Game Toppers LLC. And so they have won one of our Tantrum House game mats. But we've got another one for you as well. We had a lot of fun playing that one. We've put together another several question quiz on Kahoot. Look for the question, or look for the link in the description. You can go play that. You've got a couple weeks, we'll probably give you a week or two to play through that, and then our highest scoring winner will win a prize on our next episode, so be sure to tune in for that.
That's right. And last but not least, we have our Tantrum House house party scheduled for September 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. We want to make sure that you are aware of that. It's going to be very similar to our Tantrum Con online digital thing that we did, not last, was it last year?
I can't keep track of the times. But
when we did that, we had lots and lots of fun. If you were on that Zoom link or on our YouTube live while we were doing that, you know that we played lots of games that you guys could play with us. We gave away tons of things. And we're planning to do that, of course, again with you. And so mark the date, save the date, put it on the calendar, put a big old X, do things.
We'll have more information for you soon on our website, but right now just put it on your calendar and plan for it, and we will be, we'll be partying it up for 3 days straight. We'd love to hang out with you guys and play some games. I think that pretty much wraps it up for our episode. Remember,
you heard it here first.